Hey folks, it is September the 2nd. It's currently 7:16 in the afternoon. We're going to look at doing our Agimat EA. It's going to be our week number 75 live update and review. If you guys recall, last week we earned 1.77%. The week before that, 1.9%. The week before that, 0.97%. And the week before that, 2.04%. So Agimat has just been as consistent as we've grown to expect it to be. Let's go ahead and jump in and see exactly what's happened this week. As we can see here, equity curve is definitely still moving in the right direction. Overall right now, 108.98%. And as we can see here, this week we earned 1.53%. So Agimat is still doing extremely well for us, guys. And that equates to $129.40. So we're right now bringing in over $100 a week with the Agimat EA, it looks like. And we can check out how we closed out August. And as you guys can see here, we were able to do better than what we did in July. July was 6.35%. We closed out August with 7.84%. So definitely a strong month for the Agimat EA. As always, we have drawdown going into the weekend. We'll take a look at that once we jump into the VPS here. But like I said, definitely very pleased with how Agimat has been performing here. Before we jump into the VPS, let's go ahead and take a look at the news for the week. And as we can see here, nothing on Monday, not much on Tuesday, JOLTS job openings. On Wednesday, we had ADP non-farm employment change. On Thursday, let's see here, ISM manufacturing PMI. And on Friday, as always, we had non-farm payroll out of the U.S. Comes the first Friday of every month. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the VPS, see how things look. And as we can see here, our account balance is now $8,607. If you guys recall last week, we were just shy of 8,500. Definitely busted through that, got up to 8,600, and as you guys can see here, have just shy of $500 in drawdown going into the weekend. Like I said, Agimat typically has between $200 and $500 in drawdown, though it does tend to get down to $40 and $50 on occasion. That's happened a few times here over the past couple weeks. Let's go ahead and see what's happened. First day of the week was the 29th. All right, so let's go ahead, jump down here. So we got started right there. All right, and as always, Agimat closes out trades where it tends to close out trades in groups. And as we can see here, the 29th, 002537. So this was a single trade followed by a group of 3, all of which were winners. Let's go down and see if we can find some either large losses or large wins, or large groups for that matter. And as we can see here, we got a $10.16 win, a $5.28 win, and that counteracts this $3.44. Actually, they both say, yep, this is the same group, $3.44 loss there. All right, so here's another single one. I know we have some larger wins here. I'm assuming we do. All right, so it looks like as we come to the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trade group, we do have a $31.81 win, and that counteracted this $13 loss, 96-cent loss, $4.65, and $8.33 loss to close that group out in profit. So definitely, it looks like this week, a lot of our small winning trades added up to get us to where we were, which was 1.53%. So again, definitely pleased with the performance overall. We are coming up on, where are we at now with Agimat? Let's go back to the home page here. All right, so we're at 75 weeks now of testing. And it has been a consistent earner for us. I'm not sure. I know we have had a few losing weeks in the past with Agimat, but it bounces back so quickly. And I think we're kind of on a streak right now. And let me do a quick search for Agimat, and we can see. All right, so 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so basically, let's just keep on scrolling down here. So it has been some time now since we've had a losing week with the Agimat EA, guys. There it is. We got 1.20% loss, 10.51% loss. That was back, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say 10 or 15 weeks back. So we've definitely been doing extremely well. Like I said, when it takes those losing weeks, it definitely comes back strong and eventually gets us back to new higher highs, which is always a good thing. All right, let's head back over here so we can see some of your guys' results. All right, let's check out Kelvin's live account. All right, Kelvin earned 1.25%. And let's see here. He closed out the month of August up 5.87%. Let's check out Khalid's demo account. All right, so this account is up 1.89% for the week, or $108. And looks like he closed out August up 10.29%. Just checking out what pairs he's currently trading with here. Getting very good results. All right, let's check out Alex's account. All right, as we can see here, 1.62%, and he closed out August up 8.57%. And again, he is only trading the Euro USD pair. And I'm assuming after his balance gets up a little higher, he's probably, I'm just assuming here, going to add some more currency pairs. If he had a $10,000 account just trading one pair, I don't believe the profits would be, over 1%. I know I had that issue before where I had to start adding some new pairs to continue to see my profits maintain their current position or current rates. So that's something after his account continues to grow, he's most likely going to look at doing here. All right, let's go ahead now, jump over here, refresh the page. And you'll see why I mentioned that momentarily. All right, I would trade one pair GBP Euro per 1,500 account, and I would move the profits monthly to a trade copier account with very low risk and drawdown. Dennis provides for free a trade copy service, and it works super. I agree. He does have a trade copier. You guys can see that on the website. I don't know about the trade copier being outside the EA. If you don't mind sharing, what does the trade copier average per month? The FX Blue results tracker that is shown on the Agimat EA vendor page is actually the trade copier results. So if you already own the Agimat EA and trade with LQDFX, you're able to use their trade copier for free. You can email their support for more info, but it does sound like a good idea to test. Yeah, it definitely does. That's something I have not considered, but the Agimat on the website, they do show that, FX Blue account. And so that might be something to look into. I might look at throwing 500 or 1,000 in there and seeing how that does, because I know just based on the results on the website, it has been performing extremely well. All right, it looks like Alex's account is the best monthly growth with only EU. Why don't you just trade EU only yourself instead of multiple pairs? Won't there be less drawdown? Also because there's only one pair. Like I said, once you get up to $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 and you're only trading that one pair, you're gonna basically, let me just jump in here so you guys can see this. All right, perhaps EU's pair movements recently gives Agimat a good performance, but I believe every pair will have their good and bad movements, so diversification is another optional strategy. Yeah, and you guys will remember there were pairs that we jumped into because they were doing really well for a nice long stretch until they weren't, until that 1 week came and it bombed and it took the account down significantly with it. I don't remember what pair it was, but I remember it wasn't one that the vendor recommended. So that's definitely a good point. It's good to diversify. All right, based on my experience with the EA, it is much better if you can diversify the pairs being traded. There are instances that a pair would run amok and solely trading with that one pair could wipe out your account. Definitely agree. All right, until now, I followed the vendor's advice, one pair per 1,000. When I get to 2,000, I'll add another pair, but first I would get my 1,000 out and let it run with the winnings. As someone said, do not be greedy, work with smaller amounts and lower winnings than losing everything at once. And I do not tamper with the EA. Do not tamper with the EA. I will only stop it when the vendor sends an email. All the best. All right, last comment here. That's good. People like Steven think what they are doing is smart, but they only understand investing on the surface. No shade. Spread your risk as soon as you are financially able. I'm currently doing the same as you, but on a slightly bigger starting amount. Spreading risk is more profitable over the long run. Like I said, Alex most likely will as his account grows diversify out into other pairs, which is why it's a good thing that we can test out some of the other pairs here so that as you guys reach those points. I do agree, if you have $1,000 to start, it would definitely be good to start with Euro USD. That particular pair seems to be doing really well overall. And it's good that we can see here how the other pairs are doing, because he can come in and say and decide which pair he wants to add on next. Anyway, I think that is going to be everything. As always, if you guys want to test out the Agimat EA for yourself, you can definitely come here. Use the link below if you want to help support the channel. And one thing else you guys remember, when I had a smaller balance and then it kind of started to grow, there was a period where my profits started to get really low. All right, and that didn't actually change until I started adding more currency pairs. I don't recall what the reason was, but we did talk to the vendor, myself and a few other people, about the reason why as far as that happened. But like I said, if you guys want to, if you're interested, you can definitely go back through the videos and try and find where we started getting those really low weekly profits. And then after we started adding new pairs, it started to jump back up for us. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, if you guys have any questions, definitely send them my way and I'll try to get those answered for you. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next update. Take care, folks.